opportunity, this called the fortunate kevas, fortunate keva or eons. There are many times there are no dharmas, some eons, very darkness. With the dharma, and then they create good karma and understanding, and also believe the cause and condition, and not believe cause and condition, and then people do bad things. I don't care. They don't have karma. They know the heaven and hell, and people do very dangerous, serious. So the people respect the karma, and the karma is like the one we drive, like your car brake. You will knowing something you need must use the brake. So karma is always good for us. It's karma designed by individual. If you do reflect for our life. So this kind of opportunities are not easy to find. And many great master, the prayer say, life after life, rebirth human being, which means we have the precious human life right now. And also human being is not enough, good place would allow to practice a spiritual choice to your own mind. And there is place to practice. And there is teachings allowed, say Shakyamuni Buddha's teaching in the continue. And some place before they try to destroying, but they are still teaching us life in all over the world. So that's the fortunate is not always. You're going to see people who understanding the Dharma means you understanding rejoicing every moment, and also the appreciation, appreciation every moment. Satisfied. The satisfied is the best, give you fulfill the happiness. Without the satisfied, and the human mind is becoming like a rubber band, and more, they never enough. So that's the practice of Dharma. They're giving all kind of example. They say the person is very powerful. Now he or she and also pass away. And the person is very rich and also pass away. And also the impermanent is very powerful. They're not giving us a warning. Say, okay, next 2025, October 22nd, if that's give us, we have more practice focus. So impermanent is very suddenly is, so there's a Dharma practitioner always watching, 1 hour you didn't check in your mind, next hour or next, maybe you will checking what is, how goes your day, or how you say, how you spend time in your day. So one day is 12 hours, If there are, we have opportunity to practice, there's so many cumulative merit. And we waste our time. I'm talking today, my roommate, I said, today I'm become like lazy. I just go outside 2 times and walk a little bit and then stay in my room. So this, I need to recognize in the lazy. So now, end of the inclusion in the evening, I have, little bit need to work or extra practice or a little longer in the evening before sleep. So we need to remember, we'll go back sleep and get up as our wishing. We have or wrote down, say this our list. So some people get up to you finish your list. Some people, they not get up, Some people, so yesterday I was one of the, my Tibetan friend here, I want his place. So he's the first Tibetan in Boston. I remember we talked the story. He sent letter in the President Johnson, and he has 3 letters from President Johnson, 2 in the White House, 1 in the Texas. So we want, I was in his place, we all day, some talking. His younger brothers maybe 50-something, 60-something years old. He was 88. So he's very healthy. You can look his hair. Which one's more, black and white? He's still black and more, because his mind is so relaxing, not much worry. And some people what you call window shop, you know, even though you don't have money, you are thinking a lot of buy things like that. What you call window shop, right? A lot of thinking. That's the, you know, just so many energy take away. So anyway, my point is, right now in Tibet, there are horse racing competition, you know, horse racing competition. So his brother with the family, you know, go to there, enjoy, see the horse racing, and everybody like the horse. Suddenly his heart attack. He said, oh, my fingers are not moving, it's becoming numb, you know. And then he just, you know, his the family near there just holding him. And on the way, joining to hospital, he passed away on the way. See, idea is going to see very fantastic horse riding, nice place, many places. So there's the English say, right? Always the other side green grass.
The grass is greener on the other side of the fence.
That's the human mind. Whenever you sleep place, the other side little better than yours. And people say mine is better, then you will easily say, no, mine is much better than yours. Then you will just pretend. But when you leave your place, then you will see other side little better. You know, trees little taller, near the ocean, something. And you live next to the ocean, it's too cold, too lousy, and so many people, things like that. So anyway, the impermanent is a very good guide. Impermanent is the best you become practice strong. Your life is becoming, and anything you have dreamed, business. The people think I am short life. I focus, 5-10 years in just good business. Then 5-10 years I enjoy what I make the money. Same as the dharma practice. 5-10 years I need hard working, and then 5-10 years I have full of the experience. Then my body, speech, it become non-separate in Buddhist was teaching, talking about, your body is become in the Nirmanakaya, speech is transforming in the Dharma, and heart is like Buddhisattva. So your movement is a benefit. Your movement is a benefit. So that's kind of opportunity, You can look outside the weather. Sometimes they're nice, sunny, and suddenly cloudy and raining, and every moment. This is show also impermanent. You not need searching some place to Google what is the impermanent. You can look surround you. That's impermanent. Now, yesterday we talked to the person, his generation. Now, if he go back in his hometown, not many recognized people. He's 88 years old, my friend. So everybody's gone, a new life. And there's some family members, a new life. So those is just no surprise, this impermanent. But very important is our life. If something happen, Tibetan called Noruling do son and Lakpatongbas Chungna, Alopambas. They say if you want in Jewel Island and you coming back empty hand, how sadness, You must bring something because you've been in Jewel Island. Why are you coming empty hand? This means we have the precious life and understanding cause and condition. Why we not build better? It's not somebody creating in the space or God or somebody, that we need to our own benefit. So that is the summarize, the people will practice. So we need strong practice, focus, then we will supplicate different deities. For example, Trinidad is Mother Tara. So please, my time is needed to become useful meaningful. You can look outside, you will go near the river, you can say the life is like river. So beautiful, freshness, benefit, but non-stop. You can look the river, a sound is like instrument. But you can throw the one leaf in the river just carrying. Where they're going, the destination is the ocean. All different part of the world, rich in the ocean, then becoming one taste, the salty water. Then it looks like the breathing, Mother Nature's breathing. Again, the space they create in a cloud and come down, and then in the mountain they make snow, raining. It looks like they separate, no longer, and they are salt. Then are allowed to drink. See, looks like the Mother Nature process through how to give for living beings. Same as a human being, much, much deeper knowledge, how we can live useful and benefit. So we can now share the text as applied to the Mother Dharma. To each of us, open the wisdom in our nature mind, loving and compassion. If they say, if you're fully compassionate beings or loving kindness, no obstacle, there's no chance. Because compassion is like radiating, like the fence, like fence circle. They have no chance to touching your fingers or the obstacle. They run away to injury. Likewise, the compassion is like real healing power. We talked about it before, remember the great yogi and Milareva's, his song, the healing song of the dog and the deers and hunters, those three beings, each song transform, real healing. There's a real, Milareva is a healer. All his teaching is a healing. We don't need many books. Just read Milareva's book again and again and again. We have here our roommate. His spiritual or religion is Islam. And now he interesting to the Buddhist book. He said one book he read 3 times. Also, he said 4 books he read in simultaneously. He read this book a little bit, this book a little bit. So we live in the huge the library. We not open the book. So sad, very sad. So people go to the library, and we are in the library. We become in the library, the information, the others' realization, you becoming library, So anyway, please share the text now.
The assembly of the
Bhagavati
Bhagavati
Deity, the embodiment of Chilvajam, I and others take refuge until enlightenment is reached. In order to protect all sentient beings from the fears and samsara, I cultivate the 2 types of bodhicitta. Jeju Zundu Rani Pamegu Sheje Jani Chujin Ubenzi Shabni Chijin Jindaba Junu Zu Jangwa Dardan Radne Toshe Jen Tsembe Wuju Lonju Zogyagu Ne Sumo Ju Sumo Wazre Chogun Chu Jekwa Jinze Waze Ranladen De Sumo De Ranzo Yonje
All the phenomena of grasping and fixation dissolve into emptiness. The vast protections manifest from that emptiness. At the center is a lotus and moon disk. On that is a green tom, the nature of one's awareness. Light radiates and purifies the obscurations of all sentient beings. It then makes offerings to all the Buddhas and returns. I become Tara with one face and two arms in the giving mudra, holding a green lotus, two legs in the half lotus posture, with a dignified youthful form, blue-green color, wearing silken robes and jewel ornaments, radiating light in the Sambhogakaya form. Light manifests to all directions from the three syllables in the three places, bringing all the Buddha's wisdom, compassion, and activities which dissolve into me. I become the embodiment of the Sugatas of the three times.
Om Arya Dare Sabare Vare Agam Pradija Sova Om Arya Dare Sabare Vare Padim Pradija Sova Om Arya Dare Sabare Vare Pudva Pradija Sova Om Arya Dare Sabari Wari Dubam Pradita Sova Om Arya Dare Sabari Wari Aloge Pradita Sova Om Arya Dare Sabari Wari Gende Pradita Sova Om Arya Dare Sabari Wari Nivode Pradija Sova Om Arya Dare Sabari Wari Shabda Pradija
Sid's been thinking about getting dentures.
Shabji Bemo La Dune Tongba Gun Lai Dunze Ma Dumoy La Janje Do
Crowns of gods and demigods pay homage to your lotus feet. You who liberate from all unfavorable conditions, I praise and prostrate to Mother Tara.
Nando Yerme Ram Jama Jeve She Laryang Ale Wasare Bame Chinu De Jana Ju Chindu Nam Pame Guru Juru Ngagiranda Du
On a moon disk at the heart level is a tom syllable surrounded by the mantra, radiating light to all the Buddhas, bringing back the blessings which dissolve into me, revealing the inseparability of appearance and emptiness, the nature of the infinite qualities of all Buddhas. Again from the mantra, infinite light radiates which transforms all outer phenomena into Dewa Chen, all beings into Tara's forms, all reciting the secret mantra.
Om dare du dare du re zo 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 om dare du dare du re om dare du dare du re zo 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 om dare du dare du re Om dare du dare du re zo 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 om dare du dare du re om dare du dare du re zo om dare du dare du re zo om dare du dare du re zo om dare du dare du re so ha om dare du dare du re zo om dare du dare du re zo om dare du dare du re zo om dare du dare du dare du dare du re zo om 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 dare du dare du re om dare du dare du re zo 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 om dare du dare du re Om dare du dare du re so 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 Arya Dari Sobari Wari Aragam Padi Pulbe Dube Aloge Ingende Devode Jadabadi. Everybody look in the one of my hand mudra. You need to look and then you can learn. So always you need to look the teachers what they're doing, and then you this looks like you're taking class, and you will learn something, and you can listen the pronunciation, everything. You will get learn something. It didn't look and then didn't see.
The crowns of gods and demigods pay homage to your lotus feet. You who liberate from all unfavorable conditions, I praise and prostrate to Mother Tara.
Jigten Sumgon Atisha US Jowo Rinpoche Chanze Dongen Dawa Gundu Gangwa Jana Zobe Shema Karma Tondra Tsokba Namdi Rabdu Chewe Warambama Chanze Serngwe Chone Ji Peme Chane Nambra Jema Jimba Zundu Gadu Shewa Suwa Samde Juyo Nyema Chanze Tishin Shikbe Zudo Taye Nambra Jema Joma Nalu Baru Jimba Dove Jeva Saje Shindu Dama Chanze Dudara Hung Yige Duda Choda Nanga Khan Jigten Bo Shabje Nande Luwa Mewa Gwa Numa Chanze Jajin Mela Tangba Lungla Nazo Wanju Jama Jungbo Rana Tesa Namda Nujin Sojin Dunetama Chanze Teje Chada Pet Ji Baju Tugo Rabdon Jama Yegum Yonjang Shabje Nande Membara Choba Shindu Barma Chanze Dore Jigba Chemo Duji Babu Nambran Joma Chuji Shene Tonyan Dende Choba Tamja Maluzo Chanze Kunjo Sumzo Jaji Suma Toga Nambra Jema Malu Choge Kolo Jembe Rangi Uji Sonam Dom Chanze Rabdu Gawa Jive Uji Ugi Tenwa Pema Shiva Rabshi Dudara Yi Dudan Jiden Wandon Zema Chanze Sashi Gyongwe Tso Nam Tamjen Gukbara Nuba Yima Chonyeri Yove Yigi Hongi Pongba Tamje Nambra Doma Chanzen Dawe Dumbu Ujin Jemba Tamje Shindumba Rewe Tune Upak Mele Dobo Shindu Waronzemo Chanze Gemba Tame Medaram Bave Tenwe Unanemo Yejan Yungu Gune Gorogai Taye Bune Nambranjoma Chanze Sashin La Chagi Tijin Jin Shanje Doma Chonyere Jenze Yigi Hongi Rimba Dumbo Namne Gama Sanzo Domo Gama Shiomo Nyanga Sowa onda yandan dembe, dewa chambon chamba nyemo, chanze gwini korabu kawe, tayi lene rabdo gemo, iki chube ngane guwe, rikwa hongle doma nyemo, chanze duri chamne dobe, honge nambe samo nyemo, Rijamben daradam beje, Jigten sonam yawan, Chanze laye zona nambe, Rida da jen chana nama, Dara niju pedi ye, Gyu dunam malu bana sama, Chanze laye zonam jewo, Lada miyam jeyadama, Wene goja gawa jiyo jiyo, Zoda melong nimba sema, Chanze nima dawa jimbe, Jini bolo waro sema, Hara niju dudara, Yi shindu tabu rinne sema, Chanze tini sonam gobe, Shive tuda yandan dema, Dondarana nuji zonam jamba dare ramjo nyema, Sawe ngagi duwan deda, Chanza wada niju zoiji. Twice English, first Iron.
Om, homage to noble Aryatara. I bow in reverence to Tara, transcendent swift heroine. With eyes like an instantaneous lightning, she arises from 10 million blossoms of the lotus face of Chenrezig, lord of the three worlds. I bow in reverence to you whose face is like 100 full audible moons combined, shining with the resplendent radiance of thousands of galaxies of stars. I bow in reverence to you, golden Tara, born from a blue water lily with hands perfectly embellished by lotus flowers. You embody generosity, diligence, asceticism, tranquility, patience, meditative equipoise, in the complete sphere of dharma practice. I bow in reverence to you, the crown of the Tathagatas, whose infinite deeds are all victorious, who has attained the complete perfections and upon whom the children of the conquerors wholly rely. I bow in reverence to you, whose syllables to Tara and whom pervade the desire realm and space in every direction. With your feet stomping upon the seven worlds, you have the capacity to summon all beings. I bow in reverence to you who are venerated by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Ayudeva, Vishnu, and Ishvara, and praised before multitudes of harmful spirits, raised corpses, sent-eating Gandharvas, and malevolent yakshas. I bow in reverence to you whose tray and pay completely annihilate enemies' malefic wheels of confusion. With your right leg bent and your left leg extended and subduing, you ignite, set ablaze in a raging fire. I bow in reverence to you, the great fearsome one, whose Ture conquers intrepid demons. With a wrathful scowl on your lotus face, you slay all foes without exception. I bow in reverence to you, whose hand beautifully adorns your heart in the mudra symbolizing the triple gem, ornamented by a wheel that radiates your swirling light in every direction. I bow in reverence to you, supremely joyful one, whose crown emits a garland of majestic light. By jubilantly laughing to Tare, you subjugate all Maras in their worlds. I bow in reverence to you, who summons the entire council of Earth's protectors. As your wrathful frown trembles, you liberate the impoverished from all adversity with the syllable Hung. I bow in reverence to you, whose crown is haloed by a crescent moon and ornaments of gleaming brilliance. From your coiled locks of hair, Amitabha's radiant light eternally shines. I bow in reverence to you, who abide the mist garlands blazing like the flames at the end of a cosmic arrow. With your right leg extended and your left drawn in, joy envelops you who annihilates legions of enemies. I bow in reverence to you, whose palm strikes the ground beside you and whose feet stomp upon the earth. Running wrathfully with the Hung syllable, you destroy the seven levels. I bow in reverence to you, who are blissful, virtuous, and peaceful, in whose domain is the tranquility of nirvana. Armed with the perfections of Soha and Om, you conquer great evils. I bow in reverence to you, who, surrounded by the profoundly joyful ones, utterly destroys the bodies of all enemies. You liberate through the 10-syllable mantra and the intrinsic awareness of Hung. I bow in reverence to you, who stomps your feet with Ture. Your seed syllable is itself an aspect of Hung that rattles the mountains of Meru, Mandara, Vindhya, and all three worlds. I bow in reverence to you, who holds a rabbit-marked moon like a celestial lake in your hand. By twice proclaiming Tara, then the syllable Thay, you thoroughly eliminate all poisons. I bow in reverence to you, who are venerated by the kings of the divine assembly, the gods themselves, and the centaur-like Kanaras. Armed with all-pervasive, resplendent joy, you dispel all conflicts and nightmares. I bow in reverence to you, whose eyes are both the sun and the full moon glowing with brilliant luminosity. By twice proclaiming Hara and the syllable Tutara, you cure all epidemic diseases. I bow in reverence to you, manifestation of the three realities, who possesses the power to utterly pacify. You who abolish the hordes of malevolent spirits, raise corpses, and demon yakshas with Ture, most exalted mother, you are supreme.
Okay, John, next one more English, please.
All right. Homage to noble Arya Tara. I bow in reverence to Tara, transcendent swift heroine. With eyes like an instantaneous lightning, she arises from 10 million blossoms of the lotus face of Chenrezig, lord of the three worlds. I bow in reverence to you, whose face is like 100 full autumnal moons combined, shining with the resplendent radiance of thousands of galaxies of stars. I bow in reverence to you, golden Tara, born from a blue water lily with hands perfectly embellished by lotus flowers. You embody generosity, diligence, asceticism, tranquility, patience, meditative equipoise, and the complete sphere of dharma practice. I bow in reverence to you, the crown of the Tathagatas, whose infinite deeds are all victorious, who has attained the complete perfections, and upon whom the children of the conquerors wholly rely. I bow in reverence to you, whose syllables Tutara and Hum pervade the desire realm and space in every direction. With your feet stomping upon the seven worlds, you have the capacity to summon all beings. I bow in reverence to you, who are venerated by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Ayudeva, Vishnu, and Ishvara, and praised before multitudes of harmful spirits, raised corpses, sentient Gandharvas, and malevolent yakshas. I bow in reverence to you, whose Trey and Fey completely annihilate enemies' malefic wheels of confusion. With your right leg bent and your left leg extended and subduing, you ignite, set ablaze in a raging fire. I bow in reverence to you, the great fearsome one, whose Ture conquers intrepid demons. With the wrathful scowl on your lotus face, you slay all foes without exception. I bow in reverence to you, whose hand beautifully adorns your heart in the mudras symbolizing the triple gem, ornamented by a wheel that radiates your swirling light in every direction. I bow in reverence to you, supremely joyful one, whose crown emits a garland of majestic light. By jubilantly laughing Tutare, you subjugate all Maras in their worlds. I bow in reverence to you, who summons the entire council of Earth's protectors. As your wrathful frown trembles, you liberate the impoverished from all adversity with the syllable Hum. I bow in reverence to you, whose crown is haloed by a crescent moon and ornaments of gleaming brilliance. From your coiled locks of hair, Amitabha's radiant light eternally shines. I bow in reverence to you, who abides amidst garlands blazing like the flames at the end of a cosmic era. With your right leg extended and your left drawn in, joy envelops you, who annihilates legions of enemies. I bow in reverence to you, whose palm strikes the ground beside you and whose feet stomp upon the earth. Frowning wrathfully with the Hum syllable, you destroy the seven levels. I bow in reverence to you, who are blissful, virtuous, and peaceful, and whose domain is the tranquility of nirvana. Armed with the perfections of Soha and Om, you conquer great evils. I bow in reverence to you, who, surrounded by the profoundly joyful ones, utterly destroys the bodies of all enemies. You liberate through the 10-syllable mantra and the intrinsic awareness of Hum. I bow in reverence to you, who stomps your feet with Ture, whose seed syllable is itself an aspect of Hum that rattles the mountains of Meru, Andara, Vindaya, and all three worlds. I bow in reverence to you, who holds a rabbit-marked moon like a celestial lake in your hand. By twice proclaiming Tara and then the syllable Fe, you thoroughly eliminate all poisons. I bow in reverence to you, who are venerated by the kings of the divine assembly, the gods themselves, and the centaur like Kanaras. Armed with all-pervasive resplendent joy, you dispel all conflicts and nightmares. I bow in reverence to you, whose eyes are both the sun and the full moon glowing with brilliant luminosity. By twice proclaiming Hara and then the syllable Tutara, you cure all epidemic diseases. I bow in reverence to you, manifestation of the three realities, who possesses the power to utterly pacify. You who abolish the hordes of malevolent spirits, raise corpses, and demon yakshas with Ture, most exalted mother, you are supreme. Thank you.
Thank you.
In the unborn Dharmadhatu abides the Holy Mother, the deity Tara. She bestows happiness on all sentient beings. I request her to protect me from all fears. Through not understanding oneself as Dharmakaya, one's mind is overpowered by the kleshas. Our Mother, sentient beings wander in samsara. Please protect them, deity Mother. If the meaning of Dharma is not born in one's heart, one just follows the words of conventional meaning. Some are deceived by dogma. Please protect them, perfect Mother. It is difficult to realize one's mind. Some realize but do not practice. Their minds wander to worldly activities. Please protect them, deity Mother of recollection. Non-dual wisdom is the self-born mind. By the habits of grasping at duality, some are bound no matter what they do. Please protect them, deity of non-dual wisdom. Although some abide in the perfect meaning, they don't realize the interdependence of cause and effect. They are ignorant of the meaning of objects of knowledge. Please protect them, omniscient deity Mother. The nature of space is free from boundaries. Nothing is different from that. Still, practitioners and disciples don't realize this. Please protect them, perfect Buddha Mother. All outer and inner phenomena melt into light and dissolve into me.
I also met the non-objectified, unfabricated Dharmadhatu, the ultimate clear light of Dharmakaya,
the great bliss. All is in the modern state, the ordinary mind. By this virtue, and the virtue accumulated in samsara and nirvana, in the innate nature, may all the mother sentient beings, countless as infinite space, attain the form of noble Tara, free from rejection and acceptance, the state of great wisdom which is liberated from the 5 poisons. Om. Homage to she who protects from the 8 fears. Homage to she who blazes in auspicious glory. Homage to she who blocks the gate to the lower realms. Homage to she who leads on the path to the higher realms. You are my constant companion. I will pray you will eternally protect me with compassion. O Mama of
the
the
Buddha
Buddhas
of the three times,
you
you
love
loving
and care for all sentient beings
like a mother for the child.
Through
Through
your
your
love
love
for
from
myself
ourselves
and
and
all
all
beings,
beings,
you
you
purified
purified
the
obscurations, so may
we
we
may
perfect
perfect
in
the
accumulation.
accumulations.
And
In every
every
lifetime
benefit
you
pacify the
disturbances
disturbing
arising from the 8 and 10
from
fears.
having the
attained
attained
merit,
merit,
Dharma
Dharma, the
teachings, and
teachings of
wealth
wealth
will
and
liberate.
good. When
When
I
I'm
am
completely
completely
released
realized
from
the
the iron
Buddha
shackles
Shaka
of
in the
self-grasping,
grasping,
may my altruism be
ultimate
indistinguishable from yours and benefit all beings. Please fulfill the wishes of those disciples who maintain Samaya. Ake onjo ji zan jambe yang tu den ren jen zhu men den zhe chu ji nang ge zhu ro shab den shu gong be zhu yu ro tu be den ba ning du chen bo ma na su xian de jie den long du ge na jian zhe le zhu be mo jian zhe ju xie wo de du xie chang jian de le na rui da ma rui me lai ju jie gan bo pang mo zhu wai jia wai Drikung Kagyu Lama nam jie da xi shu sonam de ye tam che se guai tom nam ni be da nam pam che de jie ga na jie pa long zhu guai si be co le zhu wa zhu chang ju sam jo Rinpoche ma ji ba nam ki ba nyam ba me ba yang gan ne gan pe wo ro shu lama gung gum sang wa ra so wan de cho do gu ze ren wa so wan chen le da xin je wa ra so wan lama dan de ba me wa jin je lo jang be pa we che da ra chen ba Kundu sangpo tenya tishin te da gunji jesu talo Kewan te da tamche rabdo ngu Sanji kusum niwe chen lao Chunyi mingyuru tenbe chen lao dang Kindu me jin dube chen lao Chidara ngunshin molan chowara shu Tadang konde tam jeji tu sumdu sakpa tang Yewe gewe zawon di tadang semjen tamje Nyurdu lana meba yanda kwa Chanchu rinpoche tawa jujur je Shija gunsi ui gunjin juji je Tanchi ui nang lo wan tu di gun pa Rinjin pa ji ui dongpo si tu po She tu ui tu sumon gun pen zin juru je In the teachings of the great Drikung Kagyu, Sri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara. Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind root and lineage lamas, divine assemblies of native deities and assemblies of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Yogins, Yoginis, and Dakinis dwelling in the 10 directions, please hear my prayer. May the virtues collected in the 3 times by myself and all sentient beings in samsara and nirvana, in the innate root of virtue, not result in the 8 worldly concerns, the 4 causes of samsara, or rebirth as a Shramakya or Patekya Buddha. May all other sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me and mine, obstructors who harm, misleading Maras and the hordes of demons, experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. By the power of this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of desire, hatred, ignorance, arrogance, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May attachment to fame, reputation, wealth, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta. And through that, may I become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. May the torment of suffering not arise even at the time of my death. May I not die with negative thoughts. May I not die confused by wrong view. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind as such, and the pervading clarity of Dharmata. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo.
Okay, thanks everyone. You have a wonderful evening and good night.
Thank you, Lamala.
Good night, Lamala. Thank you.
Thank you, Lama, very much. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Lamala and Aaron. Ευχαριστώ.
And John too.
And John too.
And John, too.